Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, Chris, this was my big fear for this offense coming into this game, and here we see it on the opening drive, taking a chance, trying to make a play, but you can't do that against these guys. One of the top pass defenses in the country steps in front of it to give their own offense a really good chance to put points on the board.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they'll start with a run that goes nowhere, battling this defense and the crowd noise.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run flow, holding their own to the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the second down play. Fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught in the backfield. It's low. Jerks past the defender. He's in the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Receiver makes the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion. How about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Sure hands. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Inside the 30 now. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
Let's go!
Pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Leonard. The pass is off target. He hit his see through as the third down pressure works.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Under pressure, good as he throws. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Fires it on the move. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Handoff running right. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air. It's Leonard. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets made on the out route. He did not get it. Defense, what a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Looking for a gap, it's Singleton. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Second down after that previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down. Makes the grab. It's cross. Completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a fourth down call.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And Nittany Lions getting set on first and 10.
Slide 22.
The quarterback's got it on the option. And the football comes out. Breaks through over the right side. Hill may chase him down. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish. The defense has 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I'm going to move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop the offense and back. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, they've been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting the ball carrier, not letting him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Back to pass. It's Aller. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down with a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Leonard. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion.
Check. 42 Spider. 4-2.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Collins. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive.
325.
Looking to throw again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. As a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Okay, ready?
They're 0 for 2 on previous 4th down attempts. We'll see if the 3rd time is a charm. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
But it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up the first down. This can cost them.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. Very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Defense is coming after him. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And it's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
No running with the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The goal is more than once on 4th down this game. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 2. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down.
Well, not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down. The defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down. Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down.
42 Spider.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Leonard. The pocket breaking down. On this winds up the safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Bringing it back, it's Evans. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. Back to pass. It's Aller. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Nittany Lions with first and 10 here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, second and 9. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. Running it back. It's Young. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. second down play coming up. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense just 1 for 3 on fourth down tries today. Here comes a fourth attempt. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just for 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second, hey, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Brought down, but broke the tackle. That was a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. They know about the speed. They also show the ability to break tackles on that one.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He lets it go on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
The risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
For the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Many Lions will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. on fourth down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down.
What a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Handoff heading left. They stop him right at the 24.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ending off on the draw play. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting all over the line of scrimmage. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Well, the play is just blown up, and the big fella in the middle court showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The Fighting Irish back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he fires the football to the right side. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. In the red area, it's low. Will he score here? Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all been over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Running out of time in the pocket. Picked off a crucial turnover. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception and put themselves in a spot. They maybe tie this game. What was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance and it backfires?
Quarterback operating an empty set. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down on the throw the football. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Caught behind the line. It's low. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The pass rush closing in. Sacked to loss out to the 6.
Good pressure here by this defense. I think the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the game.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. The stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or is it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for the passing game. How important is that touchdown for you? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I talk a lot about defensive ends, arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Back-to-back sacks, and this home crowd is going berserk for this third and long. Dropping back, it's Allen. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal offensive possession.
You get ready to be aggressive, but now late in a game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Grab behind the line. It's low. Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. We had a short view of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly